It's a red-eye flight over the Pacific Ocean. 200 passengers are fast asleep. But in row 14, a passenger notices the man next to him hasn't blinked in 3 hours. When she reaches out to touch his arm to ask if he's okay, his body slumps forward into the aisle. He isn't asleep, and he didn't die of natural causes. But here's the terrifying part. According to the TSA manifest and gate security cameras, that man never boarded the plane. Welcome back to Verdict Vault. Tonight, we expose the chilling mystery of Flight 814 and how a phantom passenger exposed a deep-state human smuggling operation right under the noses of federal authorities. The man was identified as Julian Vance, a high-level software developer who had vanished from his home in Seattle 3 days prior. When air marshals searched his clothing at 30,000 feet, they found no passport, no wallet, and no phone. Just a single encrypted flash drive sewn into the lining of his jacket. As the plane made an emergency landing, ground agents checked the security logs. Julian Vance's boarding pass belonged to an elderly woman who was currently sitting peacefully in row 22. Someone with elite system access had manually altered the digital seating chart while the plane was mid-air, rewriting reality on the fly. Medical examiners on the ground dropped a second bombshell. Julian had been dead for at least 6 hours before the plane even took off. He hadn't boarded the plane. He had been carried onto it, unconscious or already dead, by 2 men dressed as airport ground crew during a late-night maintenance window. Why go through the nightmare of smuggling a corpse onto a commercial flight? The answer lay in the encrypted flash drive. When cyber experts broke the encryption, they uncovered a massive database of stolen biometric profiles, digital clones of high-profile international travelers. Julian had discovered that a private security firm handling airport clearances was selling these biometric profiles to criminal networks, allowing fugitives to bypass border security completely. When Julian tried to blow the whistle, they caught him. But before he died, he hid the master database on his body, knowing his corpse would eventually be found. The syndicate had panicked. To avoid a bloody crime scene in the city, they used their airport access to dump him on Flight 814, intending to retrieve the drive when the plane reached its foreign destination. They just didn't expect a passenger to notice his wide-open, unblinking eyes so early in the flight. Using the data from the flash drive, federal agents launched coordinated raids on 3 private security firms across the country, arresting 12 high-ranking executives. The phantom passenger of Flight 814 had brought down a multi-million-dollar dark web empire from beyond the grave. The next time you sit next to a quiet stranger on a late-night flight, look closely. You never know who is truly flying beside you. The vault is closed for tonight. Subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most terrifying injustices, and drop a comment below. Would you have noticed the silent passenger? See you next time on Verdict Vault.